Gents, I have to bring up the discipline issue because Martinelli is the 5th different player to be sent off this season for the Gunners. I mean, Xhaka, in all competitions, I believe he's had about 63 yellow cards whilst playing for Arsenal. I mean, when you see those kind of stats, how much of a problem is the discipline within this Arsenal squad for you, Jeremy? Because it's a very thin squad that they currently have. The next match won't have Martinelli because he's got his marching orders. Why is discipline such a problem with them?
I don't know. I just think with the modern football and VAR, there's things that as a professional football player, you know you can't pull shirt anymore. You know, we used to do it back in the day in the box, you know, on corners, pull the shirt, hold people, and that was acceptable. You could do with that. You could get away with it. Now these days you can't. And I just feel Xhaka still make the same silly mistake of pulling shirt and get booked. And even when he's got a yellow card, he carried on, you know, doing them silly challenge and silly pulling shirt. And I think as well, sometimes he gets in the box and he doesn't realize he's in the box. In the box, you just pull the shirt, you give a pen away, and that costs your team, you know, the game. And so I don't know if it's something that Arteta talk to his player about, but it's definitely something that is damaging for the club. And as you know, when you start getting a reputation of giving yellow card away cheaply and red card, then the referee are on your case. They're just not letting it go. They're just, you know, knowing Arsenal's got that reputation. So every little decision, every little VAR will go against Arsenal.
Matt, I want to get your take on this as well, because it's 5 red cards he's received since he joined the Gunners, including today 64 yellows in all competitions. And he said this just last month after receiving his 5th red card. It's not like I'm doing this on purpose, but sometimes I'm in a position where I have to take a 50-50. It's risky, of course. Now people will say, yeah, but why do you always take risks? This is who I am. I can't change myself from today to tomorrow. Of course I need to improve, and I know I need to improve. So effectively saying I'm not going to change my ways there, Matt. Well, he's 29 years old. You would think that there's still room to change a player. I know you say you can't teach an old dog new tricks and all of that, but to be a more consistent Premier League player, to be one of the best, you have to be on the pitch.
Yeah, as you said, Arteta is going with a small squad. He's an experienced player. So you just said it, he's 29. Martinelli will learn from what he's done. He's a young player, and he's going to learn from that incident. Xhaka, as you say, 29. The fact that Aubameyang has left the dressing, you know, left the team as well. You need these experienced players like Lacazette, like Xhaka to lead with example, to help these younger pros through this. Some fantastic younger players in that Arsenal side, and they need players like Xhaka, because when he gets it right, he's brilliant. When he gets it right and he's playing, but the opposition will know that he's a liability. The manager will feel, can I trust him? Can't I trust him? And I think that if Arsenal are going to really, really push for that top 4 and then looking to win titles, which is what you expect of Arsenal. I mean, when Jeremy was there, they were always competing for those sort of things. Then I do feel that is an upgrade they can make. I thought there'd been a few times that Xhaka might maybe be moving on. But I think some of it is, I mean, the challenge in the first half, early on Jimenez, he's near the halfway line, out by the touchline. He doesn't need to make that challenge. Got away with it. Then the pull of the shirt on the edge of the box, which he got the yellow for in the second half. Again, it's just a little bit of poor positional play, even a little bit lazy, I think, sometimes. Just go with the runner, do the thing. So I feel that, it's been poor from him. It will cost Arsenal. It has in the past. The discipline didn't tonight, and I know it wasn't him getting sent off. But I think it's something that he's got to improve on. He's got to learn on it and learn about it. And if he's going to be a top player, then it can't happen. And but 29, I don't know. I still think he can change it, and he should be able to.
Jeremy, it's 15 red cards since Mikel Arteta took over in all competitions. You also have to start questioning the manager, perhaps. That's a lot of red cards to receive.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's way too much red card to receive, and you know, I just think he is a bit of bad positioning because as you said, a bit of laziness, a bit of, you know, them foul. That you've got to be smart. You've got to be, you know, some part of the pitch and some foul that you can get away with just a foul. Some others, you know, it's going to be a yellow card. And I just feel he always get in a position where he's got to be chasing back a player, pull the shirt or do a foul from behind. Because what he says about 50-50, come on, we've seen a lot of challenges he's made. They're not 50-50, they're 75-25. You know, and when you've got 25% sure of getting the ball, you're not going full on. You just try to position yourself in a better way to just make just a foul, but not give away yellow cards, because, you know, like you say, he's one of the top players when he's on the pitch. You know, today having Partey and Xhaka back, it was major for Arsenal. You know, they've got a small squad now. There's nothing else to play apart the top four and that Champions League spot. You've got to keep your starting 11 on the pitch. You can't have them missing another 3 games for red card. And so yeah, Arteta's got to definitely question himself and his message to his player, because as much as you want desire, you want full commitment for your player, you don't want red cards, you know.
Jeremy, you watch Arsenal more than me, but I mean, I can remember Gabriel getting a second yellow on a halfway line against someone at the Emirates. I mean, the yellow cards the yellow cards collectors. I can't think of many that have been like, you know, maybe in the Wenger era where it was a bit more, you know, Vieira smashing someone. Are there many? I can't think of many reds like that where it's that sort of ill discipline, if you know what I mean.
No, it wasn't. Like you said, it was Patrick. Obviously, you know when Patrick was fired up and you know, playing against the lack of Roy Keane and them, you know, they obviously sometimes got a straight yellow, but a straight red. Sorry, but it was kind of when the game were lost in some way. You know, when you've lost the game and then you lose your head at the end and you do something silly. You know, that was a bit what Patrick used to do. But when you're winning 1-0 away at Wolves, come on, you do everything you can to stay at 11 against 11, because you had the game in hand. Like, everything was in control for Arsenal. They were close to scoring a second goal. Everything was fine. And suddenly, bam, you get 2 yellow. And then that's it, turn the game. And then it could have ended up being a draw, and then it would have cost Arsenal 2 points.
Yeah.
And that's what happened last season, isn't it? That's what changed the game last season. And I think that's what when I was watching it, I was thinking that's the only way I could see Wolves getting back into it. This time they couldn't capitalise on it. But yeah, it is something I think that Mikel Arteta will look to be addressing for sure, because they were so in control of that and other games, and then their discipline has cost them.
Of the 15 red cards that Arsenal received since Arteta took over, 3 of those have actually occurred at Molineux, including today, of course.